Ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Get ahead in chemistry. Let's go. Oh da da da. Well, organic chemistry. Let's go ahead. Organic chemistry has only one thing involved: the carbons. Lots and lots and lots of carbon. And in fact, it's because of this carbon that we have life. That's why I exist. My mom exists. My cat exists. And why stuff that look really big, and if you look really, really closely, look very, very different. And when we look at things really, really closely, we start to see things that we've never seen before. These are called atoms. And just imagine that these gray atoms here are just carbon atoms. Now, carbon atoms have really, in fact, they're so unique that there are different types of them. Carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14, carbon. And however, each carbon itself has a different, unique way. And carbon itself actually creates life. We have no idea what aliens would look like. Astronomers don't even guess what aliens look like. Would they have 2 arms? Would they have 8 arms? Would they have 2 heads? Would they have 2 brains? We have no idea. However, there's one assumption and a bet that astronomers will make. That they will have their base element as carbon. They're based on carbon. Carbon-based life. Because carbon is the element of life. Oxygen is also the element of life, but that's probably just for us. For other organisms, they might just use chlorine gas, which is poisonous to us. However, they will probably use carbon as their base element. They're probably carbon-based life too. That's the only assumption that we can make. That's the biggest assumption we've made. And it's probably a correct one too, because so far, all life on Earth is made of carbon. That's probably the only thing that's unique between all species, other than the fact that they've originated from the same organism. And of course, it's because of this that it deserves its own name and branch in chemistry: organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is just the study of these living organisms and how they seem to live. And the thing is, it's how they live and how they're created that creates all these organic stuff. Organic chemistry, it goes ahead, and it's the reason why people have been able to grow bread. Also, it isn't as easy as Minecraft makes it look. Got that? But one more thing here is that it is pretty easy to make bread in, well, astronomical terms, that is. Bread is just simple terms, that is. And bread is just wheat grinded into flour, and that plus yeast and cooked in an oven. And the oven part is the hard part, but in simple senses, bread is pretty easy to make. It's just wheat and flour, and just that flour, and turning that flour into, well, bread. But it's more complicated, of course. If you look in the molecular level, you can see what the yeast does to the wheat flour, the wheat grinded flour, that makes it turn into this kind of stuff. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's why it works too. That's why organic chemistry is this whole kind of branch of chemistry itself too. It still does chemical reactions, and it still does uses the building blocks of chemistry and science, atoms. However, it uses life. It explains why we live like this, in this state, instead of like rocking and rolling atoms that are dead and not so alive. And what's our purpose in life, too? Maybe. Also, that's more of a philosophical question. Chemistry could answer that, too. It even uses this to radiocarbon date something. And also the reason why the Vatican had to throw away a rug that has been displayed for over 500 years. Because they found out it happened, it was created in 1300. And so it wouldn't even be the one that was claimed to be seen in 1204. It's the sheet that Jesus was wrapped on. Well, apparently it was thought to be the one, but then apparently it's not even old enough. It dates to the 1300s, and there was like evidence that says I've seen this sheet in 1204. That's really inaccurate too, because we have no proof other than that one soldier. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Organic Chemistry, and see you guys soon. And a little experiment: make your own bread. That's how you can do an experiment with organic chemistry. See you guys soon. Now, peace.